Hey everybody, it's Christina from Creations with Christina, and welcome back to another Stampin' On Friday episode. I'm sorry this video is coming up a little late. We had a busy week and I just didn't get a time to sit down and do any crafting this week. So anyway, I'm using the Echo Park This and That Graceful 6x6 paper pad for my card today. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to use Lawn Fawn's You've Got Mail. This is one of my last, I just purchased these not too long ago, and it's the last set out of my new ones that I just got. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to use the postage, or the postcard from this stamp set, and I already have it mounted onto my Fisker stamp press. And I get a lot of questions about this. I started using it, Jennifer McGuire's been, you know, kind of inspired me to use this because she uses it a lot, and I found it so much easier, especially when I'm stamping my die cut and stamp, his stamp collections from Paper Tray Ink to line things up. So I just have this piece of pattern paper here, and I'm going to stamp this right in the middle here. I'm actually going to cut it out. I had been using it for stamping some different colors and stuff to kind of practice what I was going to do. And now I'm going to take my scissors and just trim this out. Okay, so I have that all trimmed out, and the next thing I'm going to do is just take my sentiment from this stamp set. It says Sending Love Your Way, and then using my black ink, this is the Memento Tuxedo Black, I'm going to stamp this right on the little lines of the postcard. So it says Sending Love Your Way. And then the next thing I'm going to do, let me just clean the stamp off. And I just use baby wipes without alcohol in them to clean my stamps. I am going to take this Stampin' Up! It's called Stampin' Up! Ink pad Really Rust. I'm not sure if this color is still out there or not. I had it back when I was a demonstrator, but this is the closest color I can get to my pattern paper that I'm using, which is this paper right here. So I'm just going to stamp out my little postage. And then I have Blush Blossom, again another Stampin' Up! And it's an older color. I don't know if it's still available, but I have a lot of Stampin' Up! Inks, and just because they're not in doesn't mean I'm not going to use them. Okay, just making sure that was in the right direction there, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp my little watermark. And then I'm going to take the little squiggly lines, the postage lines from the stamp set. I'm going to stamp this in black, and I want to stamp off on this one, so I'm just going to take a piece of scrap paper, and then I'll just put my little wiggly lines, just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and put this onto this pattern paper. And I'm not going to really cut it out to an exact size. I'm just going to put this on here, trim it down a little bit, and do some sewing on there. So I'll be right back while I go and do my sewing. Okay, so I have my postcard all sewn down and adhered to my pattern paper, and I just trimmed this down. Like I said, no exact measurement. The next thing I need to do is take my piece of little scrap paper I have here, some pattern paper from my same paper pad, and I'm going to use the mailbox from the same stamp set, and using my stamp press, I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down, then using my Tuxedo Black ink, I'll then go ahead and trim this out. Okay, so I have my mailbox trimmed out. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that down with some dimensional adhesive. And I'm just going to put a whole bunch of these little ones here on the back. This will then get adhered right to the bottom, so it kind of sticks up off the top of my card. And then I'll go ahead and adhere this down to my white card base, which measures 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So I'll just use my ATG gun for this. When I sew on my cards, I usually pull the thread through to the back and then just tape them down with some just regular office tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere this right to the middle of my card. So that's my card for today. Thanks for watching another episode, and I'll see you next time.